Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the third eagle of the apocalypse and the co-prophet of these end times. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and today will be the 53rd Super Bowl. And the question is, will this football game be prophetic? Will it verify Bible prophecy? And the reason this becomes pertinent is because of the nickname given to the quarterback of the New England Patriots, and that is Tom Brady, who is now nicknamed the GOAT, G.O.A.T, the greatest of all time. So if it's the GOAT versus the Rams, that sounds an awful lot like Daniel chapter number 8, where the GOAT defeats the Ram. But the bad news is that the goat symbolizes communism, the horn on the goat symbolizes Russia, the two horns on the ram symbolize Britain and America, and the ram symbolizes capitalism. The same battle, by the way, in the book of Revelation between the whore of Babylon, which represents, again, Britain and America, and the scarlet beast, which symbolizes communism. And also, the whore of Babylon loses that game, that battle. Not necessarily a game. And in other words, it's bad news for the United States either way. But there is one other possibility, and that is the significant numerology of the number of the game. The game number is 53, and that is a Marian number because there are 53 Hail Marys in a 5-decade rosary. And the date, that is February the 3rd, today, is 2/3. And that symbolizes 2 before or over God, or man before or over God. And that fraction yields the decimal 0.666, the number of the Antichrist. So in that case, the Rams would defeat New England because the Rams would symbolize Mary and the goat would symbolize communism. Will that be the outcome of this game? And we see that prefigured all through the Old Testament. For example, Esther defeats Haman, and he is hung on a scaffold that is 50 cubits high. That symbolizes the number of Hail Marys in 5 decades. We know that Jael puts a tent peg through Sisera's forehead. That symbolizes Mary crushing the Antichrist. And of course, there's Genesis 3:15, where the woman crushes the serpent. And there's Judith and Holofernes. So there are many cases in the Bible where Mary, whose number, by the way, is 555 in prophecy, defeats 666, the number of the Antichrist. And the goat in Daniel yields eventually the little horn, which is the Antichrist. So it's possible that the numerology will verify not necessarily the goat defeating the ram, but rather Mary defeating the Antichrist. And remember, Los Angeles is called the City of Angels. So how would God verify that that is the meaning? Well, maybe the Los Angeles quarterback will throw a Hail Mary pass to win the game. Or maybe in the score, somehow, 555 defeating 666 will show up. Maybe the winning goal will be scored at the 15-second mark. 15 is another number for Mary's Rosary. So as you can see, there are 2 distinct possibilities here. So I'm covering all bases. You can't say I'm making a false prophecy. We will have to look at the final score, the final result, to see if Almighty God is using this sporting event to verify Bible prophecy. So don't run out to Las Vegas and make bets placed on this video. God may not use the game at all for prophecy. That has happened many times to me. I have said Almighty God certainly ought to use this sporting event to verify prophecy, and then he hasn't done so. So it will be very interesting to see the final result. And as I say, don't don't place bets on this video. Let's enjoy the game, and afterwards I'll be back if it is prophetic, and we'll see what if the results show the hand of Almighty God on this sporting event.